Hello everyone out there in the internet. This is Travis with Green Carpet Media, and I'm here with my co-caster, and it's been a long time, Stincho. My co-caster,
Yes.
Stincho. What do you got to say?
I have to say hi out to everybody in the interwebs, and also we got a new subscriber.
We got 2 new subscribers, actually
Yeah.
3, but one isn't showing up currently. You want to give a shout out to those people, Stincho?
All right, for sure. We got William Benasco.
Bernock.
Benasco. Sorry
Good
if I
Lord.
said your name wrong.
She even misspelled the name. Sorry, Will. Apologies to that. And who's the other
I?
one? You totally did. All right, who's the other one?
And you want to say his name? Since I messed up the
Torbjorn Hagen. Thank you for subscribing, guys. We really appreciate it. Now let's get into that game. You can see that this is going to be another Hero League game here, and Dahaka is getting really low. He's going to burrow, but he's going to probably go down here. There he goes to a Varian sword. Actually, it was a Zagara spine that actually took him down, Stincho.
What?
So you can see the red team is ping-ponging that kael'thas flame back and forth. That's not a very good thing. They do have to spread out when that flame does hit someone. They do not want to be in the same vicinity. So the initial person that gets that flame or that living bomb on top of them, they need to spread out and get away from their team. Right there, Johanna puts it onto Uther, which is going to do a little bit of extra damage, and she's going to do it once again, since that's just spreading that living bomb damage between those red teams. So they got to be very careful. Dahaka is getting really low here, but so is Zagara. Dahaka's going to back out, probably get some of that sippy cup, get his health back up, go back down and soak that bottom lane, and just really make sure that they're not losing experience, Sincho.
Right. I mean, they got down that big guy pretty fast, so he needs to back up.
They need to be very cautious, but you can see that they do have a Chromie and a Greymane, and last time we were casting, you weren't here, Stinch. Chromie and Greymane were doing work. I think they did actually lose that game, but that Chromie-Greymane combination is potent. You get a Sandblast, you get a Dragon's Breath, and then...
You're not helping your cause here when you say they did lose the game, but they're potent.
they are potent.
Unstoppable. Nobody can beat them. They did lose last time. So.
They lost. They were fighting 5 healers, though, last time. 5 healers. So, yeah, there's a lot of healing involved. Greybane's got to be very careful here. Nova has his number right here, Stitch. Can she take him down? It looks like Greymane is going to make it to his wall. Barely, though. He was getting a little bit overzealous trying to take down that KT. KT is a little squish, and Greymane wants to pounce those teeth and those claws into that Greymane, Stitch.
He was literally crawling his way.
Oh, God, why? Let me live. He made it, though. He's going to fight for another day. So they are minus a Greymane for another 5 seconds here. And you can see Chromie just in the back line raining down destruction onto the blue team. The blue team is the Zagara, the Varian. They're sitting at about half health. They might actually be in a lot of trouble, especially since Dahaka's doing a dark swarm onto them, really lowering their health. Look at that. Zagara is at about 10%, and I think Varian is extremely low. Will he go down? I think he's got that parry ability that makes him have protection at level 3, Stench, or level 4, I forget which one it is. And there's Chromie just doing so much damage. You can see, Stench, that Chromie and Johanna are such a strong combination. What Johanna does is she pulls in the opponents, and Chromie will rain down that Dragon's Breath onto those pulled opponents.
They better win this time, so you don't.
So I don't look like a fool.
Exactly.
I know. I mean, it's happened before. I mean, both of us have been looking like a bunch of chump changes.
I mean, every time I figure the wrong team is gonna win, so
it is what it is. So
I'm consistent.
We'll see who you vote for. We'll give that good Stincho prediction of who she's gonna vote for about 2-3 minutes into the game.
Stincho prediction? We should call it the team that's not gonna win.
Exactly. Dahaka is going to get taken out here since he was trying to delay the blue team from getting on that node. That is one tank down. That's a big body that can't soak damage. There was no one from the red team that was supporting him at the time. So Dahaka went in a little bit too deep. Thought his team might have been backing him up a little bit. Look at Chromie getting that living bomb on her. She is at literally 2% health. Uther missing his healing wave there, not able to hit the Chromie, but oh, look at that. There's a judgment onto Zagara, and Greymane and Uther were able to pounce on top of him, and it looks like the red team is contesting this node currently. The blue team is sitting at 99%, so if they can just get that 1%, they will earn the protector. And the red team is doing a good job just bodying them away from the node, but the blue team does want some blood here. Lucio is going to take a ton of damage. He's going to walk away, but Varian gets low as well. KT might be in a little bit of trouble. Nova gets licked, and the blue team is just in such low condition right now since their HPs are just teetering. It looks like they're all going to sip that little cup and try to go back in, but Nova is so low. She might get taken out here if she is not careful. It looks like actually Dahaka's the one that's going to get taken out, which is it kind of threw a curveball there, but it looks like the red team is going to get that protector stench, and they are going to do some fort damage. Or at least try to.
Can't wait to see this fort damage going on right now.
You're all about that fort damage, aren't you, Stench? You're not about the team fights or the killing. You're about the fort damage.
I'm about that work, all right? Putting in that work.
Getting paid.
Work.
Wow, that protector actually didn't do too much fort damage. Maybe took down a wall and reduced the ammo to 0 on those cannon towers, but really not.
That was pathetic. Really.
Yeah, really not that big of a gain. Actually, they didn't even get down a wall.
Yeah.
They did not even get down a wall.
I'm disappointed in this fort damage right now.
She is.
I was getting excited.
She was getting a lady chub, but that chub is technically gone now. I think
it is flimsy.
It is. It's flaccid, Stench.
Exactly.
That's the technical term.
That's the word I was looking for.
So Chromie is at about 30 stacks into her baseline quest for Sandblast. She does need 30 more, so she's halfway there, which she's at a pretty good level right now. She wants to be there around, she wants to get there around, 10, 12, and really get that extra clone damage doing extra Sandblast, Stencho. You can see that Dahaka is doing a really good job soaking for the red team. Varian is trying to sniff him out. He wants to know where Godzilla is, and he has found him. Put a pile of fish down, and Godzilla will come, Stench. Lucio is going to push him backwards, and there's a 3-man team onto this Dahaka. He is using his essence to gain life, so he's going to be perfectly fine. Dahaka is a little tricky dicky when he comes to that gaining life. Dahaka just literally ran a living bomb into his Chromie. That Chromie cannot catch a break with KT's living bombs. There is a slowing sands for Chromie, which is going to make it extremely difficult for the blue team to get in there without getting slowed. But they don't necessarily need to get in there. They don't need to push very deep. If they do want to do a little bit of damage, try to get a team fight, try to get some kills in there, that might be preferable in what they're looking to do. There's Dahaka. He's just
a good little annoyance.
Exactly. It's just an extra something to slow them. Chromie does hearth back. So that Sandblast or that slowing sands does go away. They are missing a lot of their DPS. Chromie is a big chunk of that. Johanna is in extremely deep. She is going to put down her shield. Greymane is low as well. The red team is going to push back. The blue team and the red team have about a similar health pool. Well, I would say the blue team has a bigger health pool currently. Uther is trying to be a frontline tank, but no, Stench, he's a healer. He needs to stay back a little bit. Varian is low, and there's a Sandblast almost hitting Varian, taking him down a little bit deeper. Oh, it looks like Nova is in trouble. Dahaka is after her, and I think Dahaka is going to take her down south. We missed that a little bit on camera, but she did go down, Stench.
Just let the record show she did go down.
She did. And Zagara is going to follow Nova to the grave. Both the blue team is going to down. It looks like the red team is looking at very good, but they did lose their Greymane. Unfortunate. Uther's going to go down as well, Stench. That slowing sands is not going to prevent that damage, especially when Lucio is doing a speed boost, trying to speed his team up in the slowing sands. Varian might go down here too, but it looks like he's going to make it to the sippy cup, and Dahaka might be overextending just a little bit too much. I think he does need to push back, especially since there are 4 team members. Johanna is getting caught out by Nova and going down, Stencho.
That was awful.
That wasn't good.
Why did they follow him so deep?
Sometimes people overextend. You saw how low that Varian is. You think you can get that kill, especially when he's sitting at 10%. But when Varian does go, that protection on his parry, it makes it extremely difficult to take him down. The blue team is going to fortify themselves on this node. They have a very strong position, but the red team is coming back. And it looks like they actually got tricked because they thought that Nova was actually the real Nova, but was actually just one of Nova's holograms. There is a Pyroblast on the Uther. Can he survive it? He is absolutely not going to survive it. He's going to turn into an Uther ghost, and he's going to try to heal this Dahaka up as fast as possible. Varian and Lucio are trying to get him here, Stench. Uther is gone. He is no longer a ghost. He did get destroyed or purged from this world. Johanna flies up into the air, smashes back down. Can she make it, or is she going to end up like her Uther and Dahaka previously? Looks like she does make it, Stench, so she is good to go.
She is good to go. Thank goodness. I was worried there for a second.
How do you think the blue team's doing? I think they're doing a really good job pushing the blue team back and capturing this node right now.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are definitely keeping up with each other. Looks like blue team's at actually red team just went to 11, and
they do have
kills. The blue team does have more kills, though.
That is very true, and the blue team does have the protector, and it looks like they might be able to take down this fort. It looks like Dahaka is going to soak for the red team down south and get a little bit of extra XP, so they are going to be down a tank, but they're going to gain that XP. So it's best for them, obviously, not to die, and no one ever wants to die, but right here is crucial, Stench, and that protector is going to make it a little bit difficult. You can see Greymane and Johanna are sitting around half health, and that protector, the blue team's protector, is actually doing work on this fort here.
Yeah, I think the red team was very gypped out on their protector.
Maybe so. Greymane is going to go down to the protector. The protector's might, and it looks like there's going to be a 1-for-1 as Lucio also gets taken down, their only healer. Johanna is looking a little bit rough for the wear here, but it looks like Uther is going to be able to take care of her. I don't know why Johanna's pushing in so deep, especially since KT is on the march trying to get that damage onto that Johanna. Nova sniffs her out. There's an unstoppable. It is enough. If Nova just did one more little hit, Stitch, Johanna would have been taken out. She should have pursued maybe just a little bit, but maybe she didn't want to get overzealous.
Maybe not. It's a make or break moment right now because it seems like the blue team is pushing in quite a bit.
That's right. Is Dahaka going to get over? He's going to overextend here. That Zagara baited her into a Nova kill here. That's an unnecessary ultimate from Nova. I think that is a 100-second cooldown, and I think Nova could have taken Dahaka down with just a simple auto attack, slow.
Yeah, but what is the fun in that?
You're right, Stitch. Nova wants to be flashy.
I want there to be a thing that goes overkill.
You're dead.
I just want to be like, was that necessary?
If only the AI could understand.
Actual.
Like if it's necessary, unnecessary. Yeah, that'd be funny though. Yeah, that would be funny. You should work for Blizzard, Stincho.
I should. Hire me.
Hire me. So Chromie is about 14 sandblasts away from completing her baseline quest, Stench. And it looks like Dahaka is going to go down again, Stincho. He just resurrected literally 2 seconds ago.
And you gotta know he's cussing at the screen.
He's cussing at his team like, where you guys at? Where are you guys at? I'm doing everything while his team's up here destroying a fort, or at least trying to take a fort. The blue team is looking to defend that. Chromie is going to Hearth back. She does have that really fast Hearth. There goes a Greymane onto Zagara. You see how fast Greymane takes him down. Didn't even need the Chromie that time. But there is a sound barrier, and KT is just doing all those living. Look how much damage those living bombs are doing. He is spreading them so efficiently. And there's another Pyroblast onto Uther, turning him into a ghost. That Pyroblast has Uther's number. And you know what, Stench? You know what could counter a Pyroblast?
I know, but I want you to tell.
Divine Protection.
Exactly.
And you know what Uther went? He went his stun ultimate. He could Divine Protection out of Pyroblast, Divine Protection out of Nova snipe ability. Snipe ultimate. You gotta
be able to think on your feet, man.
You gotta think on your feet. I don't think the stun ultimate from Uther is the way to go, honestly, Stincho. But it looks like the blue team is going to pick up the healing buff dropped by the healing camp up top, and they're also going to pick up the turret camp as well. And I think the red team did the same on their end, or it doesn't look like they did because the turret camp is still up. Chromie is just sitting there. She needs to start raining destruction onto the blue team. Maybe the red team is arguing back and forth with each other, and that probably is what's going on. Greymane is tried to escape, but he goes down, Stench, and Uther might go down as well. He's running around. He's going to get a heal off on that Johanna, but it's actually Nova that bites the bullet, Stitcho. There's a sound barrier onto Varian and Lucio. It looks like KT is in trouble. Dahaka is going to take him down. Uther's probably going to go down here as well. Lucio is all over him. He cannot escape. Lucio is fast. He's got those those sound bullets. How are you going to escape a Lucio, Stitcho?
You can't. You gotta make sure that you can hit him, and it's gonna take a lot of damage.
Correct. Correct. And this node has been contested for about a good probably minute and a half now. You can see that both teams are sitting at 0-0. The blue team is gaining a little bit of momentum here, and Dahaka, again, not going to be able to make it. Chromie and Greymane do not have tanks to help themselves. Greymane is not a tank, and I don't suggest running in there. I mean, throwing Gillenese cocktails into the fight is perfect. Chromie raining down Sound Blast is perfect. There's Johanna. She's there. Uther is, he's back at the core. They definitely need to be careful here. There's an auto turret coming down from the red team. They're going to try to do that damage. Let's see if the blue team sets down their auto turret here in a second. I think they have one. I think Nova has one. There it is. Oh, there's enough damage to take down Varian. Finally, he's just been a thorn in the red team's side, and he is down. But it looks like Greymane has also fallen as well. There is a snipe onto Johanna. She is going to walk away. An unstoppable cleanse goes on to Johanna, and Uther and Johanna just need to back out. It looks like Chromie is back. She is hurting a little bit too much for my liking, since she is probably the red team's main source of damage. So if she's continually hurting away, where's the damage coming from? There she goes.
Oh, they got their guardian.
They got their protector, and Chromie is dead. She's got to be careful from those living bombs and flame strikes from KT. I mean, KT is just doing a phenomenal job taking down... What is that? Is Eames sitting on the keyboard?
Yeah,
My cat is laying on another keyboard in my room here. In my studio, just flatlined on that keyboard over there.
I mean, he is the boss of this household.
Yes, he's the manager of Green Carpet Media. Dahaka is going down for probably the 10th time this game, and it looks like Uther has to be extremely careful. That protector could jump on top of it. There's another Pyroblast, but before the Pyroblast does hit, you know what happened? Nova took him out. So it's kind of a waste of a Pyroblast, but they wanted to make sure that Uther fell, and he did. So like I said, Uther is probably regretting not getting that Divine Shield. He can protect himself from that Pyroblast, and probably has saved himself 3 times now.
He is kicking himself.
He's like, ooh, why? Why'd I do that?
That's his exact voice, actually. I know the guy.
It's me, Uther. Anyway, there goes a keep. The blue team is doing a phenomenal job taking down these keeps. I think the red team actually took down a fort up in the north, but it's just nothing compared to what the blue team has been doing.
Yeah, red team was strong in the beginning. Now it's just crumbling.
Now they're falling. Yeah. So this is a Stincho prediction coming up. It's about that time, Stincho. Who do you predict is going to win this game?
Well, I mean, it looks like blue team is definitely taking all of the keeps and pushing forward. I'm gonna go with blue team, just from what I'm seeing here. But as we all know, it can always turn.
It can turn on a dime, Cinch.
It can turn on you.
You're very correct. It looks like the blue team, or the red team, has 3 of their 5 team members down, which means the blue team could probably push this core and take it down right here, right now. And I think that would be the best case scenario for them. But it looks like they're kind of hesitant since they're backing in, they're backing out. I will say that Chromie has completed her Sandblast baseline quest, so that's good news for the red team. And I think that KT could have gone like a flame strike build, and that would have been even more effective, but he opted for the Mana Regent build, which is pretty good in... it's kind of a safe build if you think you're going to die a lot, especially in this game. In maybe quick matches, a lot of quick matches, KT dies, so it's not necessarily great to go that Flame Strike build because you can lose all your buffs, and it's extremely frustrating. I've been there, Stench. It's not fun.
It sounds awful.
It's terrible. It's terrible. So the red team is going to protect their last remaining fort here, but the blue team, they're going to get this healing camp up here, have that additional healing plus Lucio. Very good. This is exactly what they need to do, Stench. If the red team is trying to protect their fort, you know what you need to do? Take the healing camp.
Take the healing camp right next to layer camp.
Exactly. That's right. So Chromie needs to start doing a lot of damage here. She does get a Flame Strike on her, and it looks like KT goes down. That is the blue team's main source of damage, so maybe they can turn it around. But there's Joanna leaping in the air about 10%. There is a shield. Dahaka goes down once again down south. There is so much just burst damage coming down. There is a... it looks like Johanna is going to fall here. Uther is not going to be able to keep him up. He was just he was a split second late on that healing wave, Stencho.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought that was a good response.
Was a good response?
Shut up.
Shut your mouth.
Don't make fun of me, all right? Mom.
Mom can't help you now. All right, Uther is going to get charged, and he's going to get charged by Varian and pulled, but they're not going to be able to take Uther down. And Chromie's just sitting over here sieging, but it's just not enough damage. She needs her Greymane. They need their front line there. They need to start working together, Stencho. They need to start cooperating.
I think they realized that, and they just backed right at it.
They might be talking trash. I have no idea. They could be talking trash to it. It is a Hero League game.
What up, guys? What up?
They're like, Chromie, why aren't you doing enough damage? Or Greymane, what the hell are you doing? You know, and they're like, you're a terrible tank, bro. I mean, that could totally be what's happening. This is a Hero League game after all, since these are not professionals. Professionals are generally able to at least come together and stay focused. The red team is doing... You know, Dahaka, I mean, he's just... I don't know why he keeps pushing out this far, Stench. It's like he has a death wish, but Uther is healing him up. He went down to like 20% health. Uther had to heal him up. That's a waste of Uther's mana. Dahaka is going to be... there he is. Okay, he used some of his essence, but he doesn't have that essence to use in a team fight. Uther is just way too deep right now. Greymane's going to try to get in there, but there is a great sound barrier by Lucio. Greymane probably will fall here. He does have a living bomb. There's a lock and load from Nova taking down that Greymane, Stench. They really, Chromie should be focused on that Nova that was just waddling around in her Sandblast. Unfortunately, she was more concerned with the front line. There she goes. She is now attacking people that are caught in her sand trap. Or her slowing sands. That is what she needs to do. And you can see that the blue team is doing just passive minion damage to the core. Some of those minions are happening right now. My God. Really what the blue team should do, they shouldn't even have been worrying about the protector or getting that node. Just attack the core.
Very true. It seemed like they could have just done it, but they were a little scared.
I don't know why they were scared. The whole team's down. The protector... They need to bypass this keep. They don't even need to be worrying about this keep. Just go straight to the to the core, guys. I say this in almost every single game. If you have a whole enemy team dead, you know, go for the core. This game could have probably been over 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, they could have taken it. I mean, there was literally only maybe 2 of them that were there, and all their team was there.
Exactly. And you have, look at Uther. He is getting so dangerously, he's in no man's land right now. I don't know what he's just... There he goes. He's back in his safe zone. He's going to heal up. Nova is going to back out. I think the blue team just needs to be attacking the core. I think maybe they're at this point since they're having a good time. The core is only at 46%.
Why are they not attacking the core?
They want that team fight since they want those kills. Uther's going to go down. That's going to be devastating for the red team. Dahaka might fall here in a second. He's trying to take on the protector single-handedly. Greymane's throwing in Gilleney's cocktails. He doesn't get too close. And there goes the core, Stencho.
It's done.
That's a GG. For the blue team. You were correct. Mark that one up for the Stencho.
1.
1 on the chalkboard.
Yeah.
Versus 7.
100 on the other side.
Yeah, well, I think we have one comment from some of our people out there. Stench, what does our comment say?
Yeah, from William. Yeah, he said, you managed to get a PB, a personal best, and give us interesting commentary. Respect.
Thanks, Will. But respect really goes both ways, so thank you for that comment, and thanks for watching that Dino Melt speed run. That was actually not even my fastest time, Cinch. That was my personal best at the time, but my fastest time is currently, I think, 36 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh.
Pretty good. I think that's a world record,
Did
Cinch.
you put that in there?
What?
Did you make a video and download that?
Oh, yeah, that's up there.
Okay.
That is up there. So thank you guys for, I mean, we're getting a lot of subscribers, and I mean, that's pretty good because remember when we had no subscribers?
Yeah.
We were pathetic. Now we have...
now we're still pathetic, but we have subscribers.
We have subscribers and we're pathetic, so there is layers to that. So thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. And there was one dislike.
Thank you for disliking.
Yeah, thank you specifically. Yeah, thanks guys. And if you want to send in replays to me so I can cast them, I'd be more than willing to do that. Send them to greencarpetmail@gmail.com. What is that, Cinch?
That's greencarpetmail@gmail.com.
Oh, she's sweating on that one, guys. So yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. And Cinch, do you have any last words?
Yeah. Stay beautiful.